good day. Today is a good day. It's always a good day if you decide to make it a good day. I was thinking about some things after reading some ideas and opinions off of Facebook and stuff. And there is totally a massive amount of information flying around and opinions and conflicting ideas about what's going on in this world. And I was thinking about, well, how do people come up with their ideas or their opinions or their positions on issues? And I mean, the reason I'm thinking about it is because I'm noticing there's like a divide between people. They start to get angry at each other because they don't see eye to eye. And I was noticing that people aren't seeing eye to eye because they're looking at maybe the same issue with totally different information given to them. You know, if let's just take this whole COVID thing for instance. People have different views of what's happening with that and why it's happening, and you know, what the results are going to be. But everyone that not everyone, but there seems to be different sides to it. And I was thinking about, how do people come to, you know, why do they have their side when it's completely opposing the other side? You got your folks that are saying this is a conspiracy, then you've got your people that are saying exactly this is what they're telling you, what the president is telling you is exactly what's going on and verbatim, and it's all correct. And you know, why do they believe that? Why does the conspiracy side believe that it's a conspiracy? And so what happens, I notice, is that there are arguments that go on between people and debates and discussions when they're debating the issue, when, let's just say, they each have a different sheet of facts. You know, like one person might be debating their position based on, you know, 20 different items, but the other person is debating their position from 20 different items. So they're not even comparing apples to apples or experience to experience. And I just am noticing that people are getting upset with each other because they're arguing about the same topic, but they have totally different information they're basing their position on. It would be one thing if both people, we'll just use two people for example, if both people use the same exact facts and the same exact experience to come up with a position from that standpoint. But I'm noticing that for my own case, I'm looking at this situation based on some knowledge that I have acquired over the last, say, I don't know, 15 years. Once I started really learning about what governments do, and I was clueless prior. I didn't realize that there were things going on in the background that were honestly conspiratorial. But then I'm listening to folks that they have experience. Like, there are a lot of people that are coming forth that they do have experience within the medical industry. And, you know, I'm not in a hospital, so I can't speak on things that they know about that I don't. But yet, there are other people that are watching the news that have no idea of the amount of information that I've digested in the last 15 plus years about things that are in the background, studying secret societies, studying law and case law and different things that are going on within the codes and statutes that don't apply to a real man, and those types of things. So to have a discussion about COVID-19, one person coming from the position that, okay, there's an agenda here, when the other side has no clue that there could be an agenda, but they're looking at it from, say, just a medical standpoint, or from listening to what they have absorbed from the narrative. Those are two. How can you even debate anything if somebody doesn't have the same information? To have a discussion, except one be open-minded to listen to both positions, and then get curious about both sides, because both sides have truth in them. I mean, there are some passionate people out there that they'll go to the mat with you based on their position, but yet they have no clue of anything that you might know about. Nothing. But yet they'll go to the mat with you on their position, feeling like they've got all of it dialed in, and nobody really does. Nobody knows everything all the time. Even the experts don't know everything. But doesn't it make sense that if we're going to talk about an issue, whatever the issue might be, if we're going to talk about it, at least bring all the facts from both sides, put them on the table, and at least discuss the facts. I think they do that in court, don't they? I mean, don't both sides of the argument or the issue, don't they bring in and discuss, okay, what information are we going to base our decision off of our findings? I think they do that even in a courtroom. They bring in what the prosecution knows, and then what the defendant knows. They bring that information in, and then they work with that information that both sides bring to the table. Okay, well, that makes sense. Well, I think a lot of times what's happening through Facebook and these social media places, or even in families, a lot of times families can't get along because they have different perceptions of things, and they end up fighting and arguing rather than uniting. And I think it's completely fine to have differing opinions. I love what Dennis Prager always says. He says, you know what, we can disagree, but let's just find clarity. We don't have to lose our friendship over a disagreement. That's okay if you think this way and I think that way. Great. All right, let's go have a beer and get along. You can have a good golf game, and you still don't have to believe that 9/11 was an inside job. You don't have to believe that. Based on the facts that you are looking at, the 20 things on your sheet of paper, okay, what are your talking points? Where did you get your talking points from? And are they factual? You might have a bunch of baloney on your sheet of paper, but if that's what you're arguing from, entirely possible. Or maybe the person that's on the conspiracy side, okay, 9/11 was an inside job, and these are the facts that that person has. Are they facts? Is it real true evidence? Or is it lies to create a perception? On either side, I mean, whatever. Did building number 7 fall down in its own footprint? Yes or no? Were there visible charges going off? Okay, is there evidence that it was a controlled demolition? Were there firefighters saying, get away from the building, it's coming down? Okay, I'd say that's evidence to the fact that this was more than just a Muslims with box cutters. Okay, so if that's on one sheet of paper with facts, but the other one is the facts are, well, just fabricated news reports saying that, oh, these were, a fire took it down. Okay, they come up with these bogus ideals. If you're arguing this position against this position without a meeting of the minds and with some open-minded discussion, there's going to be division. Anyway, I'm just babbling here, but I guess my point is that I'm watching division happen here over the events of the day, and people are arguing and they don't have the same facts. They don't have the same facts, they don't have the same information or the same perspective as the other person, but yet they're fighting about it and getting emotional about it, and they're getting angry, and it's not good. What's interesting to me is I think that the puppet masters, the people that are pulling strings, they know how to divide people. It's so easy. Create a perception on this side and then create another perception. In fact, I think that the puppet masters are probably creating both sides. They're creating multiple perceptions to keep people on their toes, keep them off balance, so that they are somehow freaked out, scared. Then they can control you, and then they can offer solutions like they're the gods. Oh, they'll take care of us. I don't know. Maybe my right brain is thinking too much about it right now. But I've had some discussions with some people on Facebook that I have a tremendous amount of compassion for where they're at, and I must say, and I must admit that I certainly don't know everything. And this is what I was really getting at. It's like I've been studying a certain few veins of information for the last 15 years, and looking for truth and looking for facts and looking for evidence and weeding out the people and the disinformation agents that are out there that are trying to bring you down a wrong road. I mean, all I want is to know the truth so I can make the best qualified decision based on facts for my own life and for my family. And that's what I've been trying to do. But the people that I've been talking to have a whole different set of experience and a whole different set of knowledge than I do. And that's what I was thinking about. It's like, you know what, I just want to be on the same page as loving humanity, working together to find out, you know, how we can best work together and protect our posterity, ourselves and our posterity. Right? Does that make sense? Just noticing that people are fighting and arguing over things because they have a different set of views. So, just thinking about it. I'm not a doctor. Nope. I'm rarely in a hospital, so I don't know the drill there. I don't like to go to hospitals. I don't like it. Never did. But I know there's procedure and protocol, and now it's like hyper cleanliness and all that, and they've got to go through this stuff because of this stuff that's going on. I don't know. My view is the perception that's being put out there of what's going on in the world concerning these viruses and trying to get everybody chipped to be tracked. I think there's a nefarious reason for that. I don't agree with it at all. I think once you put a chip in your body, you've lost your freedom. You've already lost it to a large degree just carrying your stupid cell phone. You're being watched, tracked, monitored. Your voice is being recorded. They've got avatars of you already that they can plant you in a compromising position with a video and make it look like you did a crime. And I think I posted it. I think I forwarded it today. Glenn Beck talking about it, where you don't even know what's real. I put it on my Facebook page. They were able to take a horse and make it look like a zebra, in real time, and it looked like a zebra. And they're able to change your voice and in real time change the perception of everything. So we are just entering a weird time in history, I tell you. So my advice is this, is like, get quiet, know what you are called to do, what you're supposed to be doing. Get in your lane and stay in your lane and do what you're called to do. And love people, be patient and kind with folks around you, because they're not always looking at the world the same way you are. They might be going through something that you haven't gone through, and if you start judging them based on your reality when they've had a completely different reality, you don't know what's going on in the back of somebody's world. You don't know that. And I'm guilty of judging people when I shouldn't be. I repent. God knows I need mercy, I tell you that. I've messed up enough in my world, I'll tell you. Be patient with me, Even this video, I'm putting out my thoughts. You don't have to agree with me, but don't shoot me. I mean, that's common sense. Don't mock me either. Go ahead if you want to. Might be fun. Who knows? But anyway, it's Thursday morning. It's a good day. Yeah. Today is a good day. I'm on the road. I'm gonna go paint the town and enjoy myself. You go enjoy yourself too. Anyways, some things to think about. Peace.